Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Here now to get us started is Logan Cook. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
And the 11.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Chase McLaughlin. For the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Minshew. Here's a screen to Powell. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Well, you want to talk about a guy that just swarms to the ball defensively. Javon Kearse, he kind of wrote the book on it.
He certainly did. It's almost like he has those blocks that sprinters use. pose that he comes out of at the snap of the football, and he just takes off and goes.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
Minshew's pass intercepted.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Andre Johnson, 27 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Rams take over, 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Henry Ruggs. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Set. 60 all.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
J.K. Scott.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And now it's second down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Completions. On the carry, it's Jackson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Sean Lattimore there defensively.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
35-yard attempt.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
Oh, my goodness.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks for...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
on the play. Second
on the draw, here's Jackson.
At the 43-yard line.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
At the Rams, 35.
They run the counter. Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Down at the 19-yard line.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
For the running back.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run again with Jackson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Kick is good.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than... its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the...
Getting rid of the whole game. What's good, y'all boys? What's good? What's good, y'all boys? What's good, y'all boys? What's good? What's good, chat?
So now here are the Rams as their
What's good, y'all boys?
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Good job, boys.
Right back to the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team can really be put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun is Minshew. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Turn off though. Fucking fry the battery.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
On play action, it's Minshew. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38 from the shotgun to give to Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up
the jet sweep. This is Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Washington. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football. As we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. And they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 6. 17. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
he was broke the ankles.
The clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
We can have fun now, yay! By fun, I mean messing up. By fun, we're just gonna have
and he's up past the 20 to the 22.
so we're pushing them.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Cause they can't do nothing. They can't do nothing.
LA readies for its next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this?
They can't do nothing.
Lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo
Exactly.
going forward.
Take a
They can't
quick
do
look at that
nothing.
scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today.
They can't do
Coaching,
nothing.
playing, the whole deal.
They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing.
I don't want that feeling.
Oh my fuck.
Who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, they can't do nothing.
Takes it all the way down to the 32.
Complete.
A big play there for LA.
They can't do nothing.
46 yards. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
I'm gonna have
Their
a
first,
pick
they've got 2 more
six,
to
boy.
use here in the final stages.
I'm gonna have a pick 6, boy. I'm gonna have a pick 6, boy.
Minshew sets to throw.
50 to my.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
50 to my.
Minshew again.
Oh,
Now
mom.
Minshew has it knocked out, fumble, and it's Washington that scoops it up, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
You'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We've got a plane to catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They run on first down with Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to call that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
We'll make it bigger. We'll make it bigger.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So
We'll make it bigger.
Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second
We'll
half
make
to
it
put
bigger,
this one
my
on
God,
ice.
boy.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, the words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.
We'll make it bigger. We'll make it bigger. Alright. Rapid level.